Let's start with the executive order on immigration. A federal judge has now blocked it. There has been criticism even from Republicans who like the policy, just don't like the rollout. Is it time to start over?
It's not time to start over at all. We're very confident that as we move through the process of these appeals, that the president's authority in this area will be upheld, and we'll continue to take such actions as are necessary to put the safety and security of the American people first.
The courts are going to decide whether the executive order the president issued is valid or not, and we all follow court orders. The administration is following the court order, as I understand it.
Do you have any concerns about the comments the president is making about the judiciary?
Yeah, I think it's best not to single out judges for criticism. We all get disappointed from time to time at the outcome in courts on things that we care about, but I think it's best to avoid criticizing judges individually.
We don't have so-called judges. We don't have so-called senators. We don't have so-called presidents. We have people from 3 different branches of government who take an oath to uphold and defend the Constitution, and it's important that we do better civics education for our kids, so we don't have any so-called judges.
The president is not a dictator, Chris. He is the chief executive of our country, and there is a tension between the branches of government. Specifically, the framers of our Constitution wanted a strong Congress for the very reason that most of these kinds of things should be done within the scope of lawmaking. This is done within the scope of executive power. And the challenge to executive power, I think, can be made, is appropriate to be made when you think it's exceeded.
This is really about the safety and security of the American people. It is not a religious ban. It is a ban of people coming into this country from countries for which we cannot be confident that they don't represent a threat.
And when you put out an order that basically suspends the refugee program, not just in those countries, but in every country in the world, when you put out an order that you have not worked with businesses or with your professionals in the security area when you've done it, I don't think it's a surprise there's going to be court challenges.